So it's official. Britain has now announced terms of lockdown 3.0, and starting December 2nd, we will see a new, harsher, three-tiered system throughout the country where millions of Brits will be prevented from mixing in households. And except for a short reprieve of what we're being told 5 days over Christmas, millions of people will not be able to mix with families until Easter. And a whole group of people from the Conservative Party, actually called the COVID Recovery Group, have asked the Prime Minister a simple question. They said, prove that these measures save more lives than it costs. Let me repeat that. They've demanded that our Prime Minister show them that these new stricter measures save more lives than they cost. And this is a great question, one that we've been asking here at London Real for a couple months, and that is, show us the proof, the economic proof, the actual lives lost, that this shutdown actually prevents more than keeping things open. And the truth is, everything I can see from speaking with Professor David Miles of Imperial College, former Bank of England, who says the economic damage and the health damage is worse when you lock down, from speaking with Dr. Martin Kulldorff of Harvard Medical School, who penned the Great Barrington Declaration, who's got this concept of focused protection, he also says that we're not taking into effect the long-term damage of these lockdowns. He said, Brian, there's cancer patients that are going to die years from now that never got the treatment they needed. There's £2 billion being lost every single day in the British economy because of our current lockdown. And just because we can't see the short-term COVID-related deaths, which in itself is a questionable figure, then we're deciding to shut down anyways. We don't see the long-term damage. And again, members of our Prime Minister's own party in Parliament are asking him these very, very hard questions. And this all comes down to something that I've been talking about for weeks, and that's this argument of control versus elimination. Control versus elimination. The government is selling you this concept of COVID elimination, and it's just not viable, and it's just not true. And by doing so, they are locking down families over the holidays. They're locking down our economy. They're shutting down what could be a potential £82 billion Christmas for our small businesses that need this so desperately. And yet they're closing it down with a new, harsher three-tier system. And I'm very concerned because this is going to cost more lives than it saves. That's the real answer for the COVID Recovery Group. This is going to cost a lot more money than it saves. But we need to wake up and come back from this from a focused protection point of view. Again, we could learn a lot from the professors at Stanford and Oxford at Harvard that came up with the Great Barrington Declaration. Again, it's about focused protection. Let's take extra good care of our elderly and those in care homes. Let's over-test them and the people that take care of them. But anyone under 60 without a medical condition needs to get back to work. And Professor Kulldorff said to me, he said, testing anyone under 18 doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to test asymptomatic people. He said that's missing the point. And so again, we need to go by the science. We need to make a proportional response to the virus, and we need better leadership in this city and in this country. And that's why I plan to take London in a new direction. I know we can do this. The science is there. We can make a proportionate response to the virus right now and take London in a new direction. Please leave me your comments below. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me if you think that these new lockdown measures are going to save more lives than it costs. That's the answer I want to know. Leave me your comments below. Share this video with someone who cares and it matters. And let's try to find a better solution than lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. It's the wrong idea.